down there, thought that had a fan.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Now Damian Williams to return it. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Hey, back up.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Space to maneuver at the 40. And now look at him go. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. The extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano out to kick this one away. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
18.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
18.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
You see it?
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Trey Burton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Forbath, the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Williams to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Orange.
On second down, here's Smith. And an alley to run. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Let's go. 15. Hey, back up. Hey, back up.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Back up.
On second down, McCaffrey. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Hey, let's roll.
3rd and 2, Smith. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Orange. 15.
Just beating the play clock, Smith. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Double. Hey, back up. Hey, back up.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Hey, back up.
He's going to get it running right. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Gano out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been in an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He spins free. There he goes again. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Eluding the pressure right. It's a gain of 9 yards, and they're going to face a third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, good blitz. Orange.
Now Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Down right around the 25. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Smith going for it all. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On the left side, a catch by White. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
Move. 18.
Now Trubisky on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This is McCaffrey on the give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Yeah, 52.
He's going to get it running right. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. Smith now to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Alex Smith in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Gano out to kick this one away. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he's got some space here. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this 1st half of action. So we have come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Trubisky, and he comes back with one complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
He leaves this one for Howard. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
18.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's White. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
18.
They'll try and throw third with Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Set, line, 80.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And some room to roam now. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Set, line, 80.
On 1st and 10, Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
McCaffrey, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on third down, Smith. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On 2nd down, Trubisky. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
4 down, 4 down. No, right. Yep.
Out of the gun, Smith. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from him.
He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Let's go. 15.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter, in the zone, the ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Oh, good footwork on the spin. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky going up top. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Trubisky to throw again. And that will be incomplete as well. The All-Pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Smith. To the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky.
Well, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This is Howard on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Trubisky will throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Take Carradine in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Trey Burton, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears cut into that lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish